Man, all right. So on this one, I just wanted to go over a bit, on how commissions have been looking, how the numbers have been, especially since it's been literally a week now since we had the change with Amazon Influencer with all these commission rate changes, dropping and stuff. So just wanted to go over a bit on my own personal numbers, how it's been going, what I expect, and just really everything moving forward with this program. Okay. So first off, our numbers, terrible, man. And not just me, it's been across the entire board. You see it in the groups, you see it in the chats. Everybody fucking hates this shit. It's just doesn't add up anymore, right? Like my on-site numbers went from making like 60 to 100 a day, just really dependent on what day, to basically only $20 now. Like that is fucking crazy, man. To be going from those type of numbers to just $20. If I'm looking, maybe $30 a day. So yeah, it has been brutal with these numbers. And I know a lot of you will see this, you're looking at your own numbers and you're wondering like, man, is this program even still worth it at this point? Because they basically have killed it, right? And I've been talking to a lot of different other people, seeing some numbers, and surprisingly I've seen some people that, even though we have these rate changes, we got commissions cut on-site, a lot of them are still crushing it with creator connections. Okay. And I've mentioned this previously in a few different videos, where if you aren't focused on in creator connections and you're not taking steps to make that part of your plan strategy, like you're going to be very toasted up in this fucking program, bro. Like you have to get into creator connections, you have to build off your offsites, because this is the direction that Amazon is taking. Okay, the signs have been there. If you've been avoiding them, or maybe just haven't been able to catch on, now is the time. You're noticing these numbers. Like it's crazy what I'm seeing in these groups right now. People are literally talking about getting a job, getting back a college degree. Like that's how bad it's been for a lot of creators out here. Okay, like when you start hearing talk like that, this shift is insane, man. Like, and I don't blame them. A lot of people were probably making $6,000-$7,000, and not just for it to drop down to like 3,000, 3,500, whatever that number may be. That's a big difference, especially when you're making this a full-time income. Now, luckily for me, this ain't a full-time income. This is just side money. I use it just to pay the bills, to be honest with you guys. But looking at my numbers now, I'm at like at 1,500 or so, and it's already the 21st or so of the month. So we're almost done with the month, and I'm not even at 1,600. Like it's not even going to cover the house bill at this point, or if it is, barely by the end of the month. So that is insane, man. Like pretty crazy stuff, because previously I could actually pay all my entire bills from this program, but with this, man, crazy stuff. But again, it was a side thing for me. I'm not tripping too hard, but I know for a lot of creators out there, man, it's brutal out here, bro. Now, as far as a solution for all this, because look, I know a lot of you are thinking of quitting. You're just saying, screw this, I'm gonna go to TikTok, I'm gonna go to Facebook, Pinterest, all this other stuff. Look, like I said, Amazon has a direction that they want us to go. They have been telling us this from the get-go, and if you've been just ignoring it, then that's really on you, because even I've seen it and I've told you guys about this. But creator connections is where you want to go, offsite, building that, those different type of platforms. So if you're willing to adapt and make those changes, you will come out on top. I mean, come on, my boy John over there, he posted a reel on Instagram. He made almost, I think, like $400 or $500 in one day. Like $300 and something of that was from creator connections alone. So I was like, wow, like it's still working, it's still crushing it. And I've seen a few other creators too. Like as long as you're, in the creator connections program, you're making commission from those products specifically, then you will do well. I mean, and it's funny because, these changes with the on-site stuff, I mean, the rates were already low anyway. So, I mean, you were only making like 2, 3, 4% max on some of these categories, right? And so, you lost like 50, 60% overnight. But it's like when you compare it to the creator connection commissions, those are way higher. Those are 10%, 20%, 30%. So it's a loss. But if you were pretty good on creator connections, you really didn't notice too much of a big difference. Okay. So that's the strategy going forward. You have to be more dedicated to creator connections. You have to be more picky, start charging some of these brands for your time, like don't just be taking all these free products just because it's a free product. Like I'm in this Instagram group chat from this agency brand thing, and it kills me when I see them posting like $15 supplements, $20 little supplements, and people are literally eating that shit up, talking about I'll do it. Like I'll pull it up on my laptop and there's not even a credit connections campaign attached to these products. So it's like, and they're not even getting paid for it. So I'm just like, bro, you're literally just working for free, making a video on a product that's probably not even going to make you any money. I mean, even if it takes off a little bit, you're still not going to make enough to cover what the product itself costs, especially not with these on-site commissions anymore. So it's like, it's stupid shit like that. It's like, bro, like, no, you guys are doing the shit to your own selves. And honestly, I'm all for it though, because at the end of the day, when these influencers look at their numbers at the end of the month and they're not noticing an increase in their commissions, they're gonna quit. They're gonna leave this shit and be like, fuck this shit, you know. They're gonna be like, this program ain't worth it, you know. I'm literally working for free at this point. And yeah, a lot of you are. So that's one strategy you guys need to be changing, is charging for your fucking time, man. Like, bro, it's just crazy. Now, don't get me wrong. Not every product you probably want to charge, just depending on a lot of circumstances. So like, for instance, I got an email the other day for like posting a video or whatever, right? Now, this brand was only going to pay me like 10, 15 bucks or so. Okay. And my rate is way higher than that. But I look at the listing. It's a pretty high ticket item. So, you know, and then I saw that it has a credit connection campaign on it. And it's like 10%. And it has somewhat of a monthly volume, but there's no other influencers on that carousel. So I took all these factors into consideration, and I was like, you know what? I'll do it. You know, I'll do it. I'll do the video. I already, you know, published it and stuff. It's like 8 minutes long. And it's like, yeah, because when you look at the bigger picture and you think about it, at 10% on that high ticket product, I'm making probably at least 10 or 15 bucks every time a unit sells. And so to me, that is worth more than me getting whatever my original rate of like 40, 50 bucks is. Because at 100 or so more units, it's like, well, damn, even if I get like 5-10 units of that, that's a decent amount of change every single month just from one product. So like, it just depends on the type of product. It depends on the circumstances, but you definitely want to be, you know, taking into consideration everything, okay? Especially for your time. Now, let's say that product didn't have a credit connections campaign. There's no way I was going to do it for 10, 15 bucks, because no, it would have taken probably years for me to even make what that product itself would have costed, you know? So I'm like, yeah, I just, you know, a case by case scenario, but for sure, man, you guys got to, you know, strategize better, because working for free ain't going to cut it no more in 2026 with this program. And that's why you see a lot of complainers and whiners in all these Facebook groups, because you guys are the exact fuckers who are doing this shit. And I've been telling you this shit from the get-go, you know, start charging for your time. Start charging to review a lot of these things, okay? Because some of you are just working for free. And yeah, now you're seeing that shit, all right? So, man, like I said, you got to strategize better. You know, build up those off-site presences. I've been preaching to you guys, you know, build up that YouTube channel, build it up, get it started, start uploading your videos, and some of you still haven't done it. Better yet, some of you are still on this stupid-ass Pinterest, Facebook group shit. Like, bro, you need a big-ass following to even make that work. I have yet to see anybody say they're crushing it on Pinterest. Like, prove me wrong. Come in that comment section and prove me wrong, but I have not seen anybody crushing that Pinterest shit. That shit is not worth it. You're gonna see no money from that shit, probably like pennies a month. And even if you do scale it up to a certain amount, I guarantee that same amount of time that you were putting in that fucking program, you could have put into a YouTube channel and you would have made way more from that shit versus doing that stupid ass Pinterest shit. Like, fuck that shit, man. You guys need to be more considerate of what you guys are doing, what's actually gonna make you, you know, the most out of your actual fucking time, bro. Like, you guys be pissing me the fuck off with this stupid shit, man. Like, damn, bro. Some of y'all just need a fucking wake-up call, bro. Because, damn, man. But, hey, it's cool. Like I said, it's cool because a lot of people are going to quit. A lot of you are going to, you know, come down. Like I said, my numbers, yeah, they're down. But guess what? I don't care because I know exactly the strategy that I'm already implementing anyways. And, you know, that's the thing, too, is like with my commission specifically, the reason they're down more is because a lot of my products are paid collabs. And so when it comes to paid collabs, I don't give a fuck about none of these campaigns or anything, because if I'm getting paid up front to shoot a video, that's all that matters, okay? So to me, I just have a lot of products that are generic. They're just there, you know, not making me money. But that's because I've made my money up front, okay? And so, you know, that's why my commissions, yeah, they're going to take a hit. But, hey, I'm getting paid. You know, that's all that matters. And us diving more deeper into credit connections and different strategies, we're just going to get paid even more now up front. Honestly, I'm probably going to increase my rates for this shit. Like, there's just so many ways, okay? So just take the time, sit down, see what's going to work for you, and actually implement that strategy. Is the program dead? Not fully, as long as create connections is, up there and whatnot. But if you don't strategize, yeah, it's gonna be a tough road, bro. Like, you just gotta implement some of this shit. And speaking on creator connections too, it's like I see changes coming with this program as well. Okay, so enjoy it while it lasts, because if they lower the rates on this shit or they change some stuff, then yeah, this program will be dead for sure by then, because on-site is completely dead at this point. Like, if you were just trying to focus on on-site, you were gonna have no business. Or you're going to be working 10 times harder just to make the same amount of commissions that you would have been making right now. And me, I'm not trying to work double. So no, y'all can keep that shit. I'm not trying to work double. I'm going to make my money. I'm going to make even more. Just watch. Give it a month or two. We're going to be scaling back to what we were, if not even more. I already had to call my VA literally right now. Yeah, stuff is being into place, bro. Like, it's about to go down. These changes are, honestly, they're a blessing in disguise, because just watch. Like I said, them creator connection commissions, they were much higher anyway, so you're really going to blow up your business even more if you focus on this type of strategy, okay? Now, what type of categories, products you want to source, that's entirely up to you. There's no one-size-fits-all, shit when it comes to this program. So just find what works for you and go from there and just fucking work, all right? Because complaining and pouting and all that shit, it ain't going to cut it out. All our commissions have been cut down, but guess what? So what? That's how you adapt. It's funny to me that I'm seeing dudes talking about some, oh, what's the exit strategy for this fucking program? All this and that. Like, bro, for one, if you guys, are looking for an exit strategy already, you're not an entrepreneur. All right. You ain't no real businessman. All right. You're a fucking 9-to-5 worker that gets overpaid. That's all you are. So something like this for the, get-go gets tough. Yeah. Well, good luck. Go back to a 9-to-5 and work on that shit. Nothing wrong with it, though, if you do decide to do that. All right. Keep that in mind. I'm not disrespecting anybody for wanting to go back to a job. Go and do what you got to do. Go get your bills paid, handle them kids, handle the wife, husband, whatever. But just understand, if mentally you can't accept these type of changes, these type of losses, you ain't no real entrepreneur, bro. Like, just straight up. Now, I've given you guys plans, strategies, what to do, how to proceed forward with this program. At this point, it's all on y'all, bro. Like, it's so simple. It just requires the work. So just work on that creator connection stuff, build up that YouTube channel, build up your social media presences, and really scale that shit up. You're going to come out on top much, much higher than you were ever before. Just watch. You're about to see a lot of creators this year who, by Q4, they're going to be making so much fucking money because y'all fucking losers want to fucking quit this shit. Boy, you're going to wish you didn't, leave this shit. Just watch. And one last note, too, regarding this entire thing, this whole shit. It's like, bro, a lot of you have been too reliant on Amazon in general, okay? And not just, with the on-site or off-site, like, just in general. Like, stop putting your reliance on just one platform when it comes to making money online. Scale it up, make what you gotta make that, that 5,000, 10,000, but diversify to other shit. YouTube channel, being monetized on Facebook, being monetized on X, TikTok shop, TikTok affiliate, like all this shit, whatnot, start diving into some other shit, because yeah, in this day and age, you don't own none of these platforms, none of us do, and anything can and will fucking happen, okay? And if you don't understand that shit, and this is coming from someone who's been in the online space for about, I don't know, 5+ years, I think at this point, maybe even 6. Back when I was doing Amazon FBA, I learned that shit too. You can't be relying on just one fucking platform. That's why you see Amazon sellers diversifying to Walmart, eBay, whatnot, all this shit, because they know that you cannot be relying on one platform for your income, okay? So if that's you, face the facts, diversify, and, handle your shit, all right? There's a lot of different other platforms that you can make money from. It's just not Amazon, okay? It doesn't have to be Amazon 24/7, all right? So, like I said, though, this is all on you. I gave you the tips, the strategies, the motivation. Get on this shit or leave this shit, It's just simple as that. Quit your bitching, get out, go and do what you got to do, and let the rest of us make this bag. Because trust me, we're going to come out on top of this shit. Just watch. Give it a few weeks. You're going to see people posting, oh, my numbers have never been higher than ever before. Just watch. It's going to be some insane shit. But with that said, I am out. I'm done ranting. Peace. I'll see you guys on the next one. Get the fuck out.